programming, you're listening to InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency.
On the high ground. You are tuned to my real life radio show, Heart to Heart Healthy Living. Nine 13/2016. Thank you for tuning into my real life radio show, Heart to Heart Healthy Living. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks from Washington, D.C. Welcome. It's the Conscious Self Healthcare Hour. It's time for you to sit back, take a moment, take a view, look at your life, and seeing how you're taking care of your health. It's time to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your very own prescription plan for optimal health and better living. So, you know how we do it. Take that deep, deep breath, take a moment, and get ready. Stepping on board the friendship train today. Once again, I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks. I'm your host. There comes a point in life when you must take full responsibility for your own emotional and physical well-being. Stop giving your power to people, places, and things. You see, you don't need a new set of beliefs. Move beyond a man-made mindset of human consciousness and harmonize with the divine consciousness. Yes, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest of them all? I'm here to tell you, if only you could see what I can see with my magic mirror sight, how beautiful you truly are. In every facet of your being, I see amazing molecules, protons, electrons, and neutrons, vibrating, swirling, and dancing. It reminds me of when I stare into space. I see breathtaking fields of energy shooting across the infinite expanse of the cosmos. Everywhere I look, I see energy in its purest form. And so I know everything is energy and you are energy. This is the Conscious Self Healthcare Hour. Are you ready to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your very own prescription plan for better healthcare? Joining me today is Tim Morrow with some Streight Talk. Tim from the Common Sense of University and Common Sense Herbal Products. I'm going to share with you a little bit about Tim, and then I'm going to bring Tim in to have a conversation with us, to see if we can sit down and take that view and see where we have our blocks at, where we are stagnated, where we are stuck, and why we are still holding on to that system of Western healthcare, cut, burn, and poison. And see if we can't do something better for ourselves, expand our awareness and expand our consciousness. So when you visit commonsenseproducts.com, Tim says, I'm a master herbalist, iridologist. I study herbs and their medicinal use for over 25 years, way longer than that. He says, I am a living testament of what can happen to a person when he or she takes charge of their life, responsibility for their health. He's 82 years young, an old man by society standards, supposedly useless and no longer productive. And yet, he says, I feel great. I'm a pilot. I like to fly helicopters whenever I get the opportunity. I play tennis regularly, and I have regular workshops on herbs and nutrition. His youngest daughter is over 20 years old, and Tim was diagnosed with cancer of the prostate when he was in his 40s. And after 5 years of doctors telling him, treating him, and misleading him, Tim did the ultimate thing. He released them all. Bye-bye. He said, I decided that if I was going to die, I might as well do it on my own terms, since I didn't feel any better anyway. So he said he remembered going to the library and looking up the prostate. And he wanted to learn everything he could about the prostate and how herbs could help him change his life. And so he founded the University of Common Sense, I believe in 1985. And he has top-notch herbal products to continue to provide super pure 100% natural products to be readily available to his members, to their family, to their friends, to their neighbors at a moment's request. So if you have a desire to be well, then it is up to you as an adult to do something about it. That's why we have this Conscious Self Healthcare Hour, for you to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your plan for better health care. Tim says your health is your responsibility, not the doctors, your parents, nor your children. If you are ready to take that responsibility, then you are ready for Common Sense products and the information that Tim is going to share with you today on my real life radio show, Heart to Heart Healthy Living, broadcasting live from the Washington, D.C. area. Today's topics that Tim is going to share with us: Common Sense Healthcare, how the body works, the systems of the human body; Conscious Self Healthcare, the mind creates; Brain Self Healthcare, and why all those dialysis centers popping up in your neighborhood. Tim's known for saying growing old does not make us sick. It's growing sick that makes us old. I wanted to talk to Baba Tim Morrow. I hadn't heard from him in a long time. He has a lot of information to share. He's very wise. I honor his being. I honor his journey. Baba Tim, thank you for joining me on Heart to Heart Healthy Living once again.
My honor. My pleasure. Honor. Thank you so much for inviting me. And I was listening to you talk about the things that I do: play tennis and fly airplanes and work out and skate and all that. And I was thinking, am I bragging? If I'm bragging, I'm bragging on what God has allowed me to do. You know what I mean? He's allowed me to do this on what I've learned from it. And the thing is, I don't have anything that nobody else has. I don't want you to say, oh yeah, but he's different. No, I'm not. I'm just the same guy like everybody else is that came to the realization that I have to take care of myself. Doctor, if there's only one thing that I leave with these people today, I want them to be able to understand. This is hard to internalize, very hard to internalize. But if they learn one thing from me today, if they could learn this and internalize it, we would never go looking for somebody else to heal us. Because what I want to share with you is that nobody on earth can heal you. You're the only person on earth that can heal you. And if we could internalize that, we would never go run into somebody else to make us well. You know what I mean? It would that includes running to me.
That's right.
Because you'd become your own doctor and you understand that you were in charge. It's wonderful to be in charge of your own body. Ooh. It's wonderful not to have to go to anybody to be well. It's been 36 years since I saw a doctor.
Yeah. It feels good, don't it, Baba Tim? It feels good.
Oh, my God.
It feels real good. Family and community.
It's a new kind of freedom.
Can you hear that?
It's a new kind of freedom. It's a brand new kind of freedom. You know
go to nobody on earth to heal you. You go to yourself. Go to yourself. Right. Self-care, self-love. That's what this show is all about. Honoring yourself. We're talking about a return to self-love. They got to return to self-care, self-love. Baba Tim, do me a kindness. It just came to my mind. There's a story that you share about a gentleman that was stuck in a box. You know what I'm talking about? And so this is the Conscious Self Healthcare Hour, and so we got to get in the mindset of awareness.
Absolutely.
Can you share that story with the listening audience? And
I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to anyhow, because it is, first thing you have to do is make up your mind. In fact, God honors our mind, but he only honors a made-up mind. But that story that you asked me to tell is what I want to show people what your mind does. What role does your mind play? So I'm going to tell them the story about a guy named Nick. Nick was a big guy. I mean, physically he was a big guy. He worked in the train yards, loading and unloading trains. Nick was a good employee, got along good with other employees, dependable on time. Nick had one problem. He's always worried. What's going to happen to my wife? What's going to happen to my car? What's going to happen to my whatever? Just give him something to worry about. One day they gave all the employees off an hour early so they could go home and prepare for a party they were giving for one of the foremen. Well, Nick was excused also, but somehow Nick found himself locked in a refrigerated boxcar. Nick knew he couldn't last the night in a refrigerated boxcar where the temperature gets down to well below zero. Nick beat on the doors until he was bloody, screamed until he had no voice, but nobody heard. Everybody was at the party having fun. Somewhere during the night, Nick found a piece of cardboard on the floor, and he had a pen in his pocket. He wrote on the cardboard, "Getting colder. If someone doesn't find me soon, these may be my last words," he wrote. And sure enough, that's what they were, his last words. Next morning when they opened up that boxcar, Nick lay slumped over in the corner, dead. Furthermore, the autopsy said Nick froze to death.
Tim, excuse me. I want everybody to hear what's going on. We got some static in the background. You got some conversation going on in the background that we hear real clear.
A lot of noise in the background. Huh?
Yeah, we can hear it real clear. It's going over top of you.
Oh gosh, you don't know who that is?
Yeah, somebody in your office. Maybe you can talk up a little bit or ask them to. We can't hear you.
Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, the next morning they opened up that boxcar and Nick lay slumped over in the corner dead. Furthermore, the autopsy said Nick froze to death. The enigma to the story was that the boxcar that Nick was in that night was in for repairs on the refrigeration unit that did not work. And the prevailing temperature in that boxcar that night was 61 degrees. Look at Nick. Nick froze to death in a slightly less than room temperature boxcar because he knew he was in a refrigerated boxcar.
Hello?
He just didn't know that the unit didn't work. That's where it is. You understand? Nick froze to death. It was 61 degrees in there. So what part does your mind play in this? This is especially true of the people who are on the dialysis machine. Everybody on that dialysis machine is on there out of fear. They were fearful to get on and twice fearful to get off. It's fear. When fear has you have to overcome the fear. You have to overcome the fear any way that you can, but you have to overcome the fear because you'll always be fearful of your own body. Don't forget, we are fearful to live in our own body, a gift from God. But the powers that be have told us, you be afraid of your body is in there doing you in. We're going to catch it in time so you don't die from it. No, it's not. Every 90 days you got new blood. Every 11 months you got new organs. Every 2 years you got new bones. Does that sound like somebody trying to kill you? In fact, that sounds like somebody's trying to not only make sure you live, but you're strong because daily that's changing, and that's what we need to do. Understand that everything that you feel in your body, we go, oh my gosh, I got to go see the doctor. No. That's the body adjusting to something that you did to it. listen to it. Listen to your body. It'll talk to you. It'll let you know. It'll even let you know what to do. But the main thing is, don't be afraid of your body. And so when you can stand up and be counted rather than lay down and be counted out, that means you are in charge. And you have to remain in charge, because what has happened in America is we're no longer the captain of our own ship. The doctor, everything. Everybody is in charge of your body but you. Here in California, you can't even protect your children from a shot. The state has every right to take your child away from you and adopt it out to a bunch of pedophiles. That's what happens. That's the reason why if you don't wake up, you're going to find out you're not the captain of your own ship, that the state is. If you can't protect your body, you also can't protect your property. Are you there with me, Doc? Hello? Hello? Well, I'm hoping that you're with me.
I am speaking. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
Hear you now. Yeah, I'm with you. I just wanted to be able to let people understand that your body is your humble servant that is always working to make us well. And that's the reason why every 90 days you have new blood, every 11 months you have new organs, every 2 years you have new bone. In fact, we get rid of 1 billion dead cells an hour. And each one of those
I
cells
can't hear
is
anything. I think I'm having difficulties. We may need to take a commercial break and try to do the connection again.
All right, because I am here.
Show over.
I can hear you.
We're going to take a break. All right, we're going to take a break and try to figure out my connection disturbance.
Let's help one another. All of my sisters and brothers. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brother. Let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brother. We can't make it in this world alone. We can't make it on our own. We need love and unity. That will make a better community. Oh, let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brothers. Come on, let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brothers. Let's show love and respect. Always remember, never to forget, that together we stand and divided we fall. All for one and one for all. Oh, let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brother. Come on and let's help one
Do you feel lost? Do you feel out of sync? Could it be that you are experiencing electromagnetic sensitivity? Yes, electromagnetic sensitivity. Could man-made frequencies interfere with cellular activity and melatonin production? We are beings of frequency, light, and information, and you are your own experience. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of man-made mindset of human consciousness. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Schedule your Nest Provision Human Body Field Scan with Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit the website forcelllife.com. The number 4CELLLIFE.com. Have the courage to expand your horizon and reprogram your cellular activities. Call Dr. K for your 15-minute wellness consultation. 202-248-7749.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Talking about health education for longevity and peace. Had a little bit of interruption, but I love it when that happens because that means that we are in sync with the divineness of the universe. Whenever we have any type of energetic vibration to come in and cause some static. Same thing that happens in the body. Energetic vibrations are off balance, which throws the biochemicals off balance in the body. So you're tuned into my real life radio show, Heart to Heart Healthy Living. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks. They call me Dr. K. I'm from the Washington, D.C. area, and my co-host joining me today. So powerful. That's why we have it all as static, but we're going to make it through this hour show today with Tim Morrow from the University of Common Sense. He's here to share some of the divine information with you. You can call in if you like, 310-928-7733, 310-928-7733. I am having problems, so if I go back out again, Bob or Tim know how to take control and handle the show. But I want to bring you back in tomorrow with this question that I have in terms of Western medicine sees the human body as a reductionist system. They keep everything separate. So the question is the nervous system, the cardiovascular system, the reproductive system, the respiratory system, the endocrine system, the digestive system, the immune system, the urinary system, the integumentary system, and the muscular system. What do these systems all have in common, and are they linked together? Why do Western medicine keep them separated?
Well, because if you separate them and you have specialists in this or that field, they get a special type bonus money. But all those systems are dependent upon each other. That's the reason why you got to remember now, they got over 450 names for constipation. That's just for one thing. 450 names just for constipation. They got thousands of names that absolutely mean nothing. All those systems have to work off of, guess what? The nervous system. Mm-hmm. All the systems in the body have to work, or otherwise you wouldn't even feel it. Right. Because we feel through the nervous system. So everything that happens has to come through the nervous system. We never take care of that system, though. That system needs to work really. And where does it start? It starts in the brain. That's right. The central nervous system. And then it produces every cell in the body. Everything is dependent upon the nervous system. So taking care of that system is, and nature has the greatest herbs on earth to take care of that system. I mean, the finest is the nervous system work with all of the nervines. Just take a look at all the nervines are out there. Valerian root, that's what they make. That's what they make. That's what they make Valium out of. They take out the main property and mix it with a bunch of chemicals and call it Valium. It's actually valerian root, one of the best nervines on earth. And one of the things that I do is working with the brain. That's the reason why you see me using that Head Start.
Oh, yes. Yes, I know about the Head Start. That is one good. Powerful, packed, pure herbs. I'm using that to help me support my eye. And I really tell you, Tim, I have to take 1, 2, and 3, and 4. The drainage, the fluid comes down so fast and gets trapped in your face, and your lymphatic vessels are not strong enough to help move that around in your face and start breaking out. But I'm down to doing 1 a day, but it really does the job. It's really getting that excess fluid and sodium out of the brain area. So that's
coming off your brain. That's coming off your brain. That's the reason why you want to. If that mucus hardens on the brain, become plaque, they name it Alzheimer's. So getting that mucus out, when you start taking it, you get a runny nose. Why? Because it's getting the waste out that keeps us from, it's good for the eyesight, hearing, taste, smell, memory, retention, recall. It's good for everything in the head.
I guess Hillary better get some. I guess Hillary Clinton. Now let me stop. They say she might have Parkinson's disease. Well, that's a nervous condition.
Yeah, but it's caused by drug taking.
Thank you.
It's an iatrogenic disease, and it can be any drug. It can be for blood pressure, diabetes. It could be for anything. It could be a baby aspirin. It will cause you to have. It causes you to have Parkinson's disease. But Parkinson's disease, Lou Gehrig's disease, cerebral palsy, they're all the same thing. They're all the side effect of taking drugs.
The side effects of taking drugs. That's why we should let herbs be our medicine.
Absolutely.
The side effect of taking drugs. The side effect. Chef Kidi Awadu was on last week, and for the new listening audience that's not familiar with the term iatrogenetics, I'm going to let Tim tell you what that is, but in terms of Kidi Awadu information last week, he was saying that he had crunched some numbers, and we are looking at Black Lives Matters and what happened to African Americans with the gun violence, and he crunched the numbers, and still more people are going to die from iatrogenetics than the gun violence. So what is he actually saying to the community, Bob? Iatrogenetics. Yes.
What is the? Well, you got to remember, the number 3 killer is in America. You know what it is? The number 3 killer in America is drug taking, medication. Number 1 is cancer. Number 2 is heart attack, and number 3 is taking drugs for them. That's the number 3 killer in country, which actually means that's number 1, because you have strokes, heart attacks, and cancer from taking drugs. So it actually is the number 1 killer on earth, but it actually means, iatrogenics means doctor-induced diseases. And far from some basis charge embarrassed doctors named that term. There's more than 5 million cases a year of people being readmitted into the hospital for something that the doctor caused. And more than 1 million of us die each year from iatrogenic. In fact, that word means, translated from Latin to English, means made sick by the healer.
Made sick by the healer.
Made sick by the healer. We're being made sick by the healer. In fact, America, the pharmaceutical industry is doing to the American people what Hitler did to the Jews.
Well, yeah, and people are not even realizing, because you don't have freedom of your own health care. You put yourself in that system, and then you try to walk away from that system, and according to what you have, they won't let you walk away. They say the government own you and your children.
Exactly.
So that's why the message here is to bury disease thinking, emancipate yourself from medical mental slavery, and take back control of your health care. Get out of that system. Stop believing in diseases. We create cellular malfunctions, imbalances in cell production, because we're not feeding the body properly, Tim, right? We're not sending the right vibration to the cells.
No. And it's something that you need to do something about. Not the government, not you and your neighbor. You as an individual can do something about it. The way I did it was I simply don't go to the doctor. I'm not for anything. But I also realized what most people don't realize is that he can't help you. When you go to him, he tells you, we don't know what caused it. There's no cure for it. You're going to have to learn to live with it. That'll be $500. That's the first 4 things he says. Yeah. He's telling you he doesn't know, and you keep coming back. And he doesn't know what to do either.
Yeah. That's how you started off the show, telling everybody nobody on earth can heal you. You have to heal yourself. But we got a call on the line, Tim. Let's see if somebody have a conversation they want to share. They want to ask you a question. I think it's from Jamaica. You on the line?
Good afternoon, Sister Karen, Brother Tim.
How are you doing, my sister?
I'm doing great. This is Ingrid calling. I'm actually calling out of Toronto.
Hi, Ingrid. How you doing? You got a comment, a statement for Tim Morrow you want to share?
Yes. First of all, I want to say that Tim sounds very low, his voice.
Okay, Tim, maybe your mic moved away. I hear you pretty good, but maybe just bring it in front of you. Talk up a little bit more. We having some difficulties. Somebody don't want this conversation to happen because they know it's so powerful when you got Barbara Tim Morrow, 80 years old, survived prostate cancer, had a child at 60, Common Sense Products, best things on the market, but we're going to make it through. Tim, try to speak up a little bit so our listening audience can hear you.
I'm here. Is it any better? Hello?
I can hear you, Tim.
It sounds better now.
It sounds better now? Oh,
yes,
thanks.
You sound better.
You sound better, Tim.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
What you want to...
My question is, with all the technology a lot of us are using today, and I know some of the computers and stuff, they have screens, but is there any herbs that one can use for the radiation and things coming off of these devices?
You bet. That's the reason why I put together the herb called HPC12. It stands for hair, plaque, cholesterol with iodine. But the reason I have it is because I don't know whether people know this or not, but this is a very interesting fact that can save your life. The nemesis for chemotherapy, radiation, or all this microwave is sea vegetation. You understand? And here's why. Sea vegetation is anchored in the floor of the ocean, but its roots point toward the sun. Mm-hmm. It will overcome any kind of radiation, anything like that. And that's one of the reasons why I put it together, is because there's so many devices and so many things that but those people who are on chemotherapy and radiation, I've literally had people to come to me. They're going to have radiation, and they want the HPC12. They made up their mind. I can't talk them out of it. And they're going to take... I had a lady came here with the longest, most beautiful blonde hair you ever saw in your life, and it was real blonde, and lots of it. And she went for her chemotherapy. She started taking the HPC12 a month before she went on there, and she never lost a strand of hair. And she went through like 30 treatments. Never lost a strand of hair. You understand? So there's truly something to it. The nemesis for any kind of radiation is sea vegetation. Any sea vegetation. And there's lots of sea vegetation in that. That's one of the reasons why I put it together. Plus, it also works on your metabolism because it works on the thyroid. Right. So, yes, there's plenty you can do. That, and you can clean the blood, build the blood. The blood, God's not going to be outdone by man. Do you understand me? Man is not going to create something that God can't overcome. Now, there's something here because God didn't say, well, now, wait a minute, now that they got genetically modified food, I got to go back to the drawing board. No. He knew all this stuff was going to happen. You understand? And still the bottom line to everything is the herbs that God gave us. That's the only thing I can trust. And so, yes, you bet. You also strengthen that blood, make that blood, so that's the blood builder plus, that's what it's for, and the Superlax. If you work with those three things,
Superlax,
you can change your life for the better.
Superlax, blood builder support, and it's HPC, Tim? What is HP?
Hair, plaque, cholesterol. That's what it stands for.
Okay.
So it's HPC 12. And it's got 12 items in it. That's the reason why it's called that.
12 items in it. Okay.
Yes.
How that sound to you, sister?
Oh, that sounded great. I'm actually using a lot of sea vegetable, sea moss, kelp, and dulse is what I'm using at the moment.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I got in there. That's what I got in there. There's plenty of dulse, plenty of the sea veggies, plenty of it. And not only that, it helps your hair grow. Because it has sulfur in it also.
Oh,
the sulfur helps the hair to grow. So, yeah, it's God's got it here. All you have to do is just use it. You don't even have to believe in it. It'll make a believer out of you.
Well, I think one of the things, Tim, that people have to do is, from my perspective, is they have to let go the names of diseases and realize that the diseases are talking about cells is malfunctioning, organs is malfunctioning, systems is malfunctioning because they're not receiving the proper nutrition, the proper information. They cannot create the energy to maintain the power so that you can feel good, feel well, walk well. And then you're caught up with all this man-made frequency that's interrupting your energy in your human body field, that's causing your body to be out of balance and become stagnated with incorrect information. The same thing that we as humans are doing. We are processing outdated old information that keeps you in a fear-based state, having you believe that you're trying to correct, prevent a disease when you're creating cellular malfunctions because you haven't properly learned how to care for the cells of the body. So you get caught up in this illusion, and they know this, and you choose to stay in a fear-based system instead of taking responsibility for learning cellular ecology, how the cells work, how they get in trouble, and what you need to do. Man come in and take nature, create it, change it, strip it of what it is, create a chemical out of it, and you believe that's going to correct you, and you're afraid to walk away from that.
Yeah, and it is. It's fear-based, but it works. Fear works. Religion's been using it forever. But fear works. Fear. I mean, people are always looking for something to be afraid of, and all you have to do is 11 o'clock tonight, turn on the news. They'll give you something to be scared about.
Well,
but you're right.
Why can't we put fear in there? You keep taking them drugs, you see what's going to happen to you. You're going to shut your organs down. You're going to stop your cells from functioning properly. Get rid of the drugs. Stop taking the drugs. Why we can't put fear in them with that?
Right. You know what it boils down to is that I don't want people to say, the reason why that's so is because Tim said so. No. Somebody's going to say, who the heck is Tim? But here's what I want to know. I want you to say, when you're talking about me, you said that Tim appealed to my sense of reasoning. Am I appealing to yours? You know what I say? Because I don't want to shove this down your throat. Because this starts at the top. Doctor, this starts at the top. We just got this videotape called Vaxxed. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You've gotta look at all of Washington. All of our leaders are scared. They're scared about this disease that's going to fall up on you and just destroy the world. Where'd they get that from? But what they do is they pass that fear down to us. We're the herd. They've infected the herd with fear. You know what fearful cows do? They stampede.
Right. Bad cow disease.
Yeah, and that's where we are. We're so scared to live inside of our own body now. We turn on the television for the news so we can see what's next. Oh my God! And then we gotta buy insurance. You gotta buy insurance. You gotta prepare for your retirement. Why? Because in retirement you're gonna grow old and sick, and somebody's gonna have to take care of you. When you think that way, guess what happens? That's what happens. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he.
Yeah,
and the
that's
worst part. Yeah, the worst part of all this is we know that, but we can't get over the fear that they've instilled in us. We cannot get over that.
Common sense reasoning, too much information, too much inappropriate or incorrect education. people don't want to expand their awareness and look at the new information and see what the same system of doctors are telling you, how they had the new research has looked into the old research, and that what you've been living on and believing, like epigenetics, that you are a victim to your genes. Your genes has a tendency to express themselves, but that's based on how you think and how you feel and what you're telling your genes to do. But we still stuck with we're a victim to our genes. And when you bring people this information, they don't want to look at it as self-correction. It's for all these years, because I think that we don't address in the holistic alternative community that herbs are working on the cells. Herbs are supporting the cell's production. We say that herbs are helping you correct high blood pressure, cholesterol stuff. And those are disease names. So I think that's why people won't expand their awareness to realize that herbs don't correct diseases. Hell, the pharmaceuticals don't correct diseases.
That's right. But see, my problem is I got a problem with what you name it. I got a problem with the name of cancer. I got another problem with the name blood pressure. I mean, the blood pressure machine is 79 years old. I'm 82. So what was I doing? Waiting for them to make that machine so I could find out whether I'm well or sick? What am I waiting for them to make now so I can find out whether I'm well or sick? See, I got this problem. I don't need nobody to tell me whether I'm well or sick. I'll tell you. I'm the captain of this ship. There are no members of the crew. And what we've done is we've allowed the doctor to jump on our ship, and that's mutiny. Mutineers walk a plank until there ain't no plank left. And that's what we need to do. We need to get some people off of our ship who think that they're in charge of it. But I mean, when you look at that movie, that Vax, when you look at that and you look at Washington, D.C., you see all the people up there that are scared to death. Their followers are going to be scared to death just like they are. I have no fear, including the fear of dying. Hell, I was dead before I was born. That didn't bother me.
Thank you.
You know?
Jim, conversations go by so quickly. We have less than, I think, 10 minutes, and we had so many interruptions. But, see, Tim is coming to outside of town next month. So look like, Tim, I think the way the conversation went today is because you're supposed to come back. And so then I can announce when you're going to be in Washington, D.C. area. And I got the message that you haven't talked about dialysis, and somebody wanted you to talk about bacteria and viruses. And the time is just gone.
I know.
We can't reach everything, but I need you to come back on because we can have a good hour without interruptions before we come to Washington, D.C. in October. So maybe before the month comes out, if not next week, maybe the 27th, you can come back on.
You call me.
I'll call you and you'll come back on. Yay!
You bet. You bet I will. You bet I will. You bet. Okay. I love you, Doc. You're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
So much.
You make sense, and that's what nobody makes sense. Somebody's got to make sense sooner or later. Did you see Dr. Sabi died?
Oh yeah, I mean, we did a special on Dr. Sabi. Kitty talked about him, and that's and like I tell people now, when you listen to Dr. Sabi and you understand the victory that was given Dr. Sabi in the New York court system in reference to him curing everything, he had to prove it through diet, and so when he did that, he let you all know that what he's doing for you, what he has done for you, even in his compound and his creation of his line of herbal formulas, they work on the cells, not on the disease. Man has a test that they do, and they have numbers, and they fit you in those numbers. And when you take back control of your health, when you stop the pharmaceuticals, when you do good nutraceuticals, when you do dense herbal supplements, products that have the right balance of nutrition in it, your cells begin to perform better. You begin to perform better. You feel better. You think better. You act better. And then when they go back for the test, it shows you don't have anything. So it's test-based. You are your biggest barometer. You know what's going on with your body. You know what you're not doing for your body. And if you do not understand cellular ecology, family, community, that's what I do on this radio show. That's what I help you with. Get that foundation understanding about cell life. What causes the cell to get out of balance, what causes the cell to lose their energy, what causes the cell environment to become toxic. That's basic common sense information that you can learn. Then you can make a better decision and you won't have this fear that you're living in. And you'll begin to more than believe what we're saying. You would accept the knowledge of the divinity, of the divineness that you are and the power that you have. Man don't have power over this human body. They want it so bad, but they don't have power over it. You got to give it to them. And you lose your power because you're not looking at the formula. Oxygen, pumps, electricity equals power. Join my Facebook group, Lymphatic Wellness. Visit my website, ConsciousSelfHealthcare.com, and come on board the Friendship Train. We're here to empower you. Because like Tim said, I'm not your healer. I'm not your doctor. I'm here to give you information. To educate means to bring out the information in you, to give you what you need to take care of yourself. So the doctor is not doing that. The healer is not doing that. The alternative physician is not doing that. Then they're not empowering you.
That's right. Besides, you got to remember something. The doctor is the alternative. The herb is your heritage.
Ooh.
All that stuff, that is the alternative. You're doing that, you're doing the alternative. Now get with the real thing. It's the herbs, the thing that you talk about. Thank you so much for inviting me on here, Doc. You're an inspiration to me. I just love the way you do things. So yeah, I'd be happy to come back on whatever you want.
But Baba Tim, the information for your website is commonsenseherbs.com with an S.
Commonsenseherbs.com, yeah.
Commonsenseherbs.com.
Herbs.com.
And they can call.
You can call me at 800-527-5682.
Give it again.
800-527-5682.
And Baba Tim Morrow, you can call him up with your situation, what you feel you're going through. He will flip that switch for you to understand the cellular malfunction that you have created and what herbs can assist you, the mindset, the consciousness, the things you need to do to keep your own self in balance. And you can live a long, wonderful life if you would just bury disease, care. Stop being afraid. Yeah. Don't put your children in that system. Don't put yourself in that system. Because once you get into that system, they will not let you out. They say they will honor your choice, but I'm telling you, you don't have no choice. They will not honor you. Try it. Go to your doctor tomorrow. Tim, go to your doctor tomorrow and tell them that you're ready to learn about diet, nutrition, and help you get off your medication. I bet you they tell you that you can't, and you better run from that doctor. You better run as far and as fast as you can.
You better believe it. You better believe. Listen, I'd like to tell one other thing. This evening at 5:30 my time, I do a free conference call, answer your questions for you. And can I give them the number?
Please, that's tonight, because that's why I'm always missing that conference call, because it's on the same night as my radio show.
Yeah, this evening, and the telephone number is 712-770-4005. That's 712-770-4005. And put in the code, the participant code is 624-472 #.
472 #.
624-472. 624-472. Okay?
624-472 #. Okay, so tonight is your conference call. People can call in at 5:30
my local time.
Yeah, Pacific Standard Time. So that's 712-770-4005 and the pound 624-472.
And then join the pound sign.
And then the pound sign. Join the conversation tonight, community.
Right.
And, I think we're
about
out of time. I can't tell. Well, so my system is all messed up. But Tim Morrow, I love you, and you give me more strength. Just give me strength to keep doing what I'm doing, the information that you're sharing. You are a living example to all men that's afraid of prostate cancer, that they can't get over it, that they can't get through it, that they got to depend on doctors, Tim is right here to let you know. He's going to tell you how he did it, and all you got to do is trust in your own self, believe in your own self, go beyond the belief, and begin to know that you are in control of this physical body. And don't give your power to people, places, and things anymore. You know, Conscious Self Healthcare Hour. I hope you relearn, rethought, and writing yourself a brand new prescription plan, because, see, that's what I do when you come to me. I'm a Conscious Self Healthcare educator, and we're going to look at your state of consciousness, because that's where everything lies, in your state of consciousness. So remember Nick. Right. Remember Nick in the boxcar.
That's right. That's right. Remember Nick in the boxcar.
Remember Nick in the boxcar. All right.
You have a great evening, dear. I love you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Why don't you ride on, ride on the friendship train? Said you might as well ride on, ride on the friendship train. You know we can think of no better place.
Thank you for listening to Heart Healthy Living. Wow. We had a great time. And thank you for joining us and sharing this radio show with a friend. Now tune back next week, Tuesday, from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. We invite you to visit ConsciousSelfCare.com, ConsciousSelf care.com, and join the Conscious Self Healthcare movement. Health is consciousness, and healing is a function of consciousness. You have a God-given right to choose your pathway to healthcare and wellness. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, and tune in next Tuesday, Heart to Heart.